Hello everyone, and welcome back to Turkish Spotlight Secrets. I hope you're feeling fabulous and ready, because today's tea is the kind that turns a slow afternoon into a frenzy of messages, screenshots, and heartbeats racing in unison. If you're new here, consider this your invitation to the coziest corner of the internet where we savor every whisper, decode every glance, and never miss a single shimmer from the brightest stars. And if you're part of our loyal family, thank you for returning yet again. You know we always keep our promises, and today's promise is pure, unfiltered excitement. The rumor mills have been roaring for months, even years, and today they finally have their answer. Alina and Navruz have broken their silence. Yes, the two names that fans have typed side by side in comment sections, tagged in edits, and imagined together in 1,000 dreamy scenarios finally stepped out of the fog and into the light. The anticipation has been breathtaking. You could feel it on every timeline, in every fan forum, like a countdown only they could hear. Now, the clock has struck, and the result is a revelation that has electrified the entire Turkish entertainment universe. It happened in the most Alina way possible. Calm, poised, and sincere. During a recent interview, she was asked the question, direct, simple, impossible to dodge. The room seemed to hold its breath. Would she sidestep, would she deflect, would she smile and steer the conversation elsewhere? Not this time. With a measured softness, yet an unmistakable firmness, Alina acknowledged what so many had felt in their bones. She didn't elaborate or paint the sky with details, she didn't need to. She confirmed they are happy. She confirmed there is a relationship. And in that quiet clarity, worlds shifted. Social media combusted. Within minutes, the news vaulted into trending territory across platforms, and fans erupted with the kind of joy that only years of hope can produce. Imagine the flood. Timelines overflowing with edits, old photos resurfacing as proof that the signs were there all along, and messages of congratulations weaving a warm blanket around two actors who have both guarded and cherished their private lives. It was as if the air itself felt lighter, like a collective sigh of relief from fans who had waited with patience and a pinch of impatience, reading into every glance at an award show, every shy smile at a shared industry event, every whisper from a set insider who claimed to know more than they could say. For so long, people connected dots that may or may not have belonged to the same picture. A fashion gala where they were seen laughing with friends. A wrap party where someone swore they spotted a lingering goodbye. A late-night dinner in a cozy corner that might have been a coincidence or might have been everything. The truth remained tucked away between them, a private melody playing softly beneath the noisy chorus of speculation. Now, that melody is public, and while we still don't have the full score, we finally have a chorus line we can all sing together. Alina and Alp are together, and they are happy. What makes this moment so striking is how thoughtful the reveal feels. In a world where headlines sharpen every minute and boundaries blur as fast as a scroll, Alina chose dignity. No dramatic confessions, no performative displays. Just a small window opened, enough to let the sun in without ushering in a storm. It speaks to a trust between them, and to a shared understanding of what matters and what doesn't. You could almost hear the subtext, we are not a storyline. We are real, and we want to share just enough to thank those who believed in us, without giving away the parts that only we should hold. Both of them have climbed the ladder not by clamor, but by craft. Alina has been a revelation since the first time a camera rested on her face, so expressive, so precise, with that ability to carry a character's fragility and strength in the same gaze. From emotional drama to slow-burn romance, her roles have been a masterclass in restraint and resonance. She has built a reputation as the actress who never takes the easy route, who digs until the truth of a role speaks for itself. It's no wonder fans feel protective of her. There's a transparency to her work that makes it feel intimate, almost like you know her already. And then there's Alp Navruz, the leading man who doesn't just play a heartthrob, but disarms you with authenticity. His presence on screen is magnetic, the kind that fills a frame without shouting. He can glance sideways and suggest a lifetime of unspoken emotion. He can deliver a line and make it feel like the first time anyone has ever said those words. His roles have traveled the spectrum, but the thread running through them is always sincerity. It is that sincerity, perhaps, that makes today's confirmation resonate so deeply. When Alp is part of a story, you feel it. When Alina is part of a story, you believe it. Together, belief becomes feeling, and feeling becomes phenomenon. Fans have long insisted they saw something between them. It wasn't a single moment, more a mosaic of tiny instances. Side by side at a backstage corridor, smiles exchanged at a press line when microphones nudged forward, a photo that looked casual but somehow carried a warmth that outlasted the flash. When they shared space, a hush descended, the room narrowing to a point of quiet connection that people notice without knowing exactly why. Even the industry felt that charge, that possibility that maybe, just maybe, two stars with such presence could also be each other's calm. The restraint up until now became part of the allure. They never baited, never teased, never played the game of almost reveals. They let the chatter live outside while they kept the conversation between them. So when the reveal finally came, it didn't feel like a stunt, it felt like a decision, a little declaration set gently on a table. That is why the reaction has been overwhelmingly supportive. Fans respect boundaries, especially when stars respect themselves. Of course, the old questions return with new urgency. Will this change how they move through the spotlight? Will they appear together at premieres or share more glimpses online? The sensible answer is that nothing essential has changed. They were two dedicated professionals yesterday, they are two dedicated professionals today. And yet, the door is open now for occasional, tender glimpses, a candid photo from a quiet evening, a congratulatory post, a hand held at a festival. Not performance, but presence. Those small, genuine moments are the ones that echo farthest, because they come from truth. Professionally, the timing is remarkable. Both of them stand on firm ground, with projects behind them that shaped audiences and futures ahead that glimmer with potential. When a couple with this level of gravitas steps forward, interest doesn't just grow, it multiplies. If they ever choose to work together, imagine the electricity. Not just a romance, but a story with depth, two actors known for nuance building a world scene by scene. Think of the restraint, the tension, the silences charged with meaning. It's the kind of partnership that could turn a good script into a cultural moment. The beauty of today is its simplicity. No grand pronouncements, just a light switched on in a room we always suspected existed. The internet loves a spectacle, but it also loves sincerity, and that's what this is. That's why you can feel a kind of relief humming under the excitement, like a note you didn't realize you were holding finally allowed to resolve. For fans who have made edits, crafted theories, and defended them like champions, this is a victory lap. For those who've watched quietly from a distance, it's a soft smile and a nod that you were never imagining it. You can't ignore the symmetry either, two artists who have cultivated careers by choosing substance and now choose discretion even while stepping into the light. That's a balance many try and few manage. It suggests that whatever comes next. More interviews, perhaps an appearance captured over a weekend, or a moment at a charity gala, they will lead with intention. And intention is the difference between noise and music. What about the months ahead? It's easy to imagine the first time they walk a carpet as a couple, not as a whispered possibility but as something solid. The flashbulbs will pop, questions will be thrown like confetti, and still, you can picture them doing exactly what they did today. Smiling, standing close, revealing little. Not coyness, just the elegance of protecting something precious. That style becomes a signature, and signatures become legacies. Let's not forget the ripple effect this has on their creative lives. Creators, directors, and producers pay attention to energy, to the way viewers respond. The audience is speaking loudly right now, curiosity spiking, adoration pouring in, interest turning into anticipation. If an exceptional script crosses their paths, the universe might just conspire to place them across from each other, and we will be ready, waiting for that first scene, that first glance, that first inhale shared across screens everywhere. For today, though, the story is simply this. After a long season of murmurs and carefully contained hints, Alina gave the simplest answer to the biggest question, and Navruz stood within that truth with the same grounded grace he brings to the roles we love. They are together. They are happy. And the people who have rooted for them are celebrating like old friends who always knew how the story would end. There will be opinions, there will be takes, there will be think pieces. But beneath the chatter, what remains is the human part we all understand. Two people found something worth keeping in a world that moves too quickly. Two artists placed a small, shining detail into a life already measured in highlights and headlines. We don't need to know the chapters we weren't meant to read. It's enough to know the book is open and the pages are being written with care. So let's gather the threads. The speculation that has swirled for so long has finally settled into clarity. A single interview answer shifted an entire conversation. The excitement surging online is not manufactured, it's earned, born from years of admiration for who they are on screen and how they carry themselves off it. And in that mix of artistry and authenticity, the confirmation lands like a promise: the best stories are the ones that feel true, and this one does. I want to hear your hearts on this. Did you sense this was coming? Which moment first made you wonder if the quiet between them was saying more than words ever could? Are you ready to see them, on their terms, step into a new chapter that belongs to them and them alone? Tell me everything. Spill your theories, your favorite sightings, your most treasured edits, and what you hope to see next. Maybe a gentle photo from a set visit, maybe a shared laugh at a festival, maybe that unexpected announcement that they've chosen a script worthy of them both. As for us, Turkish Spotlight Secrets is not going anywhere. We'll keep our ears open, our eyes on the timelines, and our tone where it belongs: respectful, enthusiastic, and ready to celebrate the moments that matter. If today's news lit up your day the way it lit up ours, make sure you're subscribed so you never miss a heartbeat, and keep that notification bell close. We're here for the joy, for the tenderness, for the artistry, and for the rare days like this one, when a long wish comes true in a single, shining sentence. To Alina and Navruz, congratulations on choosing your own rhythm and letting us hear a note. To the fans, thank you for loving loudly and kindly. And to everyone who believes that real happiness needs no spectacle, consider this your sign that sometimes the smallest reveal can hold the greatest meaning. Stay close, stay gentle, and stay ready. The next chapter is only just beginning, and we'll savor it together.